This session of WordPress Essentials, we're just going to walk through the back end of WordPress and the administration area of WordPress. Just an overview so that you can access all your different sections that you need to access to do what you need to do. Edit posts, edit pages, edit users, all those different functions that are contained in the administration area. So let's go. I'm going to access the back end, and this is very common for most WordPress sites that maybe don't have security tools or other cloaking involved for accessing the administration area. If you just type in your website address /wp-admin and hit enter, you'll be redirected to the login page for the administration area. So if on your site that isn't happening, then please contact your webmaster because there was something in place that's redirecting it for security reasons. But generally, this is what you do. So then you grab your username and password that you've created in your setup or you've been issued by the website manager. So I'm just going to log in as the administrator here. Grab my passwords, nice complex password, pasting those in, and I log in. I'm going to save that. So now I'm in the administration area dashboard. The dashboard contains a brief overview of the site. Normally we don't spend too much time on the dashboard because there's really only one or two things here we look at. There'll be a notice here if there's an update required to the core operating function of WordPress. So we're on 5.2.3, which is the latest, running the very standard 2019 theme. I have search engines discouraged on this site because it's just a training demo site. And so our main area of where we're going to live is down this side of Navigate. So our engine room is posts, and I have several videos about posts. Let's go and have a look. So here's my list of posts. I can select individual posts, I can edit, I can quick edit, trash and view. So what you'll find in your administration area is most lists have this sort of setup, and I can use this search over here for this purpose. I won't spend too much time in here because I'd spend a lot of time in my other videos on posts. The next one down on the left is the media library. And the media library obviously contains all our media, our images, our uploaded videos if you upload videos in here, our PDFs, Word documents, whatever files you attach to different content inside the site. Again, it's a list style editor. You can either click on the title of the image or you can click edit here. You can go and view a preview. It gives you an indication of where this image is attached to within the site and our upload dates. If you want to add new media, you just click the add new and you go through the drag and drop process. Again, I have videos created around this process. The next is the other engine room of the site is the pages area. I explain pages in my video. However, here's our list again, very standard, authorship, date published. I can order by date published. I can again open, quick view. I can view published. I can view draft. If I've moved items to the trash, then there'll be a trash here menu item as well. I can add new pages by clicking this button or clicking on this button. So very common navigation elements are either over here or up in this top area for creating new. Comments, if you have an active blog where you are encouraging people to comment on your site and content, then this is where you would go to manage. Again, you can see pending comments, approved, spam and trash. Obviously in these days, this can be a collector for spam, so you need to be pretty proactive in this space. A few different areas of WordPress are hidden under this appearance menu. So if you want to change themes or add a new theme, then The themes area is where you would go here. Customize. Some themes contain quite a bit of editing components of the core setup of the site under customize. Widgets, I've got a whole video around widgets, and I've got a whole video around menus, but that's where you go, is under the appearance, widgets, to that, and menus, and you can choose your primary and secondary menus and then edit your menu in this structure. The next menu item is plugins. Plugins, again, I have a video about this, but again, you can see I can add new up here. You can see the common type of navigation that you would do in this space. Users, exactly the same. A list of all your users appear here. You can filter by editor, administrator. I can remove users here. I can go in and edit. Exactly the same style of functionality that you would see on the post lists and the pages list. If I jump down to tools, now you probably won't spend too much time in tools. You can import content, you can export content. You have there's some site health links here. WordPress will gradually add some features under here, but this is more for people who set up their own WordPress site and install and change themes, etc. Then you would use various functionality here. We won't dive into this space at all in this fundamentals essentials course. Settings. It's a critical part of the whole site. You will spend quite a bit of time in the settings area. This defaults to the general settings area, but once it's set, you don't need to worry too much about it. You would go through and add your time zone, how you want the date formats to be displayed. Critical thing here is the reading component. You would do your homepage setup and your post page setup, or you would, if you're a standard blog, you would have your latest posts. But normally, the theme that you choose will have certain settings under this area that are critical to the overall functionality of the site. So read the documentation on your theme and you'll have a better understanding or the better need to go into here. As you add more plugins, you'll see more plugin listed here with the title of the plugin and the various settings that has under here. Another important area is your permalink settings. So once this is set, then you won't need to touch it again, but I normally, and common accepted practice is that you would use post name for your permalink or your website address. That's important for SEO strategy. And it's just common to keep it under that structure, but you can choose other structures if you like. Privacy, critical for most websites, if not all websites, that you have an appropriate privacy policy set up, and especially the GDPR set up. So you would go into here and allocate which page you want to point your privacy to. Security, this is an example. I've installed the iThemes security module, as we do on all our sites as an initial starter. Some plugins will create a main menu item in this administration area. So here's one for the iThemes security plugin. Now that's really the back end. On each page, you can choose this panel up here to go and visit the site if you like. Common practice is I would load that in a new tab so that I can refer to it, but keep the administration area open if I needed to. Under the dashboard area, there's also a link that points to the updates that are required on the site. You would keep an eye on this aggressively during each month to make sure you're staying on top of your updates, and you'll see here your themes and translations and your plugins updated. So you can choose to run your updates just within this module, but I tend to do it directly in the plugins area. So that is a overall view of the administration area of WordPress. Please navigate through my different videos related to posts, pages, menus, plugins, users in the rest of the course, and enjoy the course.